We're going to make it. We're moving. Let's stay with the high school ranks. And let's honor one of the great coaches in high school football in Arkansas. I tell you, the city of Camden has a great football tradition. They had two high school teams back when I played high school football at Arkadelphia, Camden and Camden Fairview, and they used to have a built-in advantage because a lot of you know they had the big IP paper mill there, and a lot of us from other towns weren't used to breathing those fumes from that paper mill, and you'd be dying by the third quarter. Well, they don't have that advantage anymore, but boy, Camden Fairview, the Cardinals are still winning, and they're winning big under Coach Buck James. One of the great things I like to do every year is go to all 6 of the state high school championship games, and I was sitting there before the state championship game for 5A this year, and my son was looking at the program, true story, my 13-year-old, and he looks up at me and he says, "Buck James, that sounds like a football coach, doesn't it?" It does. And he is the real deal. He led Fairview to a 12-2 record, the 5A Southwest Championship where they play really tough football, state runner-up, our Class 5A Coach of the Year. Let's go to the video and learn more about Coach Buck James.
Class 5A Coach of the Year, Buck James, Camden Fairview.
In a season that featured heartbreaking events both on and off the field, Buck James was Camden Fairview's rock. Prior to his arrival at Camden Fairview, the Cardinals had never played for a state championship. Under his direction, the Cards have made back-to-back trips to the state title game. This season on their way to War Memorial, James Fairview Cardinals won 12 games and scored 558 points. In his 5 seasons at Camden Fairview, Buck James has a record of 54-19. And good news for Coach James tonight. He won't have to settle for second. Buck James is the Little Rock Touchdown Club's 5A Coach of the Year.
One thing about seeing that video, I do need to be on a diet. I want to thank the Little Rock Touchdown Club. This is a tremendous honor. I'm very humbled by this experience. A lot of great players and a lot of great coaches, and it's a tremendous honor. I want to start back just a little bit because I probably won't get back here, but it was a work in progress all along. And tonight I did get my first thing that I've received since I got my diploma at UAM. Dr. Laster gave me a pen, but I want to thank Dr. Laster. Dr. Laster was a big input for me getting out of school many years ago now, but and he was the vice chancellor then. But I do appreciate what he did for me and Mary Jane Gilbert, who basically found a way for me to get out of there not being very smart. The second thing, I guess, when I got a job for Johnny McMurray, I think Johnny McMurray is a Hall of Fame coach. Taught me a lot about the game and how it's supposed to be coached and how a man is supposed to live. And I think that he is a excellent role model for me and was a great head coach to learn how to play football underneath, or how to coach football. My wife, Jennifer, probably the best thing that's ever happened to me. She's an agri teacher, so when you put a football coach and an agri teacher together, you've got some fireworks. And so we've had a lot of good times. She's been a big part of our success, helping me see the big light at the end of the tunnel and teaching me that it wasn't a train. I'd also like to thank our players. We have some really good players, and we're known for great athletes, but we have some guys with some great heart and tremendous work ethic, and without those guys, you know, none of the coaches could be here. And my assistant coaches, probably second to none. I know everybody has great assistant coaches, but these guys work a lot of hours. They teach 5 classes. I've polled all these coaches up here, and I can't find anybody else that teaches 5 classes a day, so they do a tremendous job as well. And I'd like to thank David Basil. I know that David Basil has always supported high school athletics, but years ago when he started the high school weightlifting, and and I don't know how many of you guys can remember that, but that was probably his first big platform for us high school athletics. But I think what he and Steve Sullivan and many of these other guys have done is helped our job to go out and coach kids, motivate them, get them to work hard, and give them the opportunity to maybe to have a day that they could do this. And I think that is big. I think it's a tremendous honor to be a part of this association. But it's like Coach said a while ago, it's a tremendous honor to be a football coach, to be a player, and to be able to play this great game. It's been my lifeline. It's been from the time I was in the 2nd grade playing Pee Wee football till I finished playing football as a 21-year-old senior at University of Arkansas at Monticello. It is what's kept me focused, it's what's kept me alive, and it's what's kept me driven in what I try to do. I've been blessed. I think that anybody that's here tonight is a blessed person, and I think that they are to realize the impact and what they get to do, and we get paid for it. But I appreciate y'all having us, and I appreciate everything that the Little Rock Touchdown Club has done for high school athletics. Thank you.
Lunsford Bridges, Metropolitan Bank. Couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much. Connor Gallaty, ARPreps.com, Chesapeake Energy, Little Rock Convention and Visitors Bureau. Ladies and gentlemen, why don't we, to close the evening out, give a round of applause to the most outstanding football talent, players and coaches in the state of Arkansas this year. Thanks for being here, everybody. Good night. Congratulations, players and coaches.